Friends, we will all start in a couple of minutes. If you want to bring some water and keep it next to you, you can bring it and keep it next to you. Make yourself comfortable, friends, wherever you are. Each day we are all enjoying this wonderful soul food, isn't it? Variety of masters coming and sharing their wisdom. It's really amazing. It's really a treat. It's a treat for me because every day I'm getting to learn a lot of things from each master. So I'm so grateful that we're all in this journey and we're all learning from each other. And not only from the masters, but each sharing that we all share after we finish the meditation or the topic sharing, it has a deep impact on us. It's really beautiful that we are all opening up and sharing whatever we feel. So thanks to you all. So, all right, friends. So I welcome you all once again for the day 11 of Soul Food Retreat, and we still have 4 more days to go to to end this Soul Food Retreat till we meet again next year. And today with us we have my beautiful friend Effa. She's one of the good friends or the first friends. I can say that the moment we came to Germany, we were not having any friends. Manoj, her husband, was the one whom we met, and we really became very good friends, and we keep in touch. And Afa was also helping us with the Digital Meditation Summit Deutschland or Germany, which we had done in September. She had been a great help. And today, this wonderful friend of mine will be sharing this beautiful topic, which we all should practice in our day to day life, which is nothing but healthy living, how to live healthy, which is balancing our mind, body, and soul. Yesterday, we had Ghazalji sharing about the mind and the soul. Today, our friend Effa will be sharing about body, mind, and soul, how to balance them and how to live healthily. And uh, I would like to share a little bit about our friend Effa here. Effa is a cancer scientist who helps people find more balance in life. She's passionate about healthy living and educates others through social media and blogging. When the mind, body, and soul are in harmony, there's no space for disease. Isn't it true, friends? So, when everything is in balance, then there is no space for disease. When we are not at ease, then only we have disease. So, let us hear from Effa today what she's going to share, and let us all make a point that we implement this in our lives. So, let us learn from Effa. Effa, with this, I welcome you.
Thank you, Madhu, for your really kind words. It's really wonderful to hear this from you. And it's always such a pleasure to join in these events and share something and to be part of this community. It's really an honor for me. And yeah, so I can just tell a little bit about myself. Then I would like to present a couple of slides and maybe we can have a small discussion or if people have questions and then we can do a short guided meditation together. So yeah, as Madhu mentioned, I'm here in Heidelberg in Germany, but I'm originally from Ireland. So that's the small island on the very west side of Europe. And I became very interested with biology and the body and the physical part of the body and the physiology and everything when I was in school and then under my undergrad studies as well. And I kept hearing about cancer, and it was becoming so common. People, not in my immediate family, but friends or family friends, I started hearing somehow cancer was getting so common, and I became very interested in this cancer disease. And that's when I decided I really wanted to study it. So I came to Germany, and here in Heidelberg, we have the German Cancer Research Center. So it's the biggest cancer research center in Germany and very, very famous in Europe and also worldwide. And I was really, really happy to come here and pursue my studies. And one of the first lectures I always remember, we were told that only 5% of cancers are genetic and the other 95% are caused by our environment. And I thought that this was just unbelievable that if 95% is caused by the environment, aren't we doing something to stop it? And the reality is that our world has just expanded so fast and developed so quickly in the past 100 years that we are now starting to catch up with it, and we're starting to see the effect of it. Not only cancer, all of these diseases, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, they're all the things which are killing us mostly. And it can all be linked back to what we're doing in our day to day life. We might not see it straight away, but all of those choices we make, be it through our diet or what we're listening to or what we're looking at, our mental health, all of those things really have an overall picture of your whole health. And it's not just one thing, it's really a whole combination. So that's what brought me into trying to help people by educating, by having a blog and a website. And also, I had my son 4 years ago, and this motivated me even more because when you have a child, you realize that you're so responsible for everything they're exposed to, and they need to be educated on all of these things that you might not have known. And also, it comes back to the environment because living a healthy life is also good for our environment, which is also really struggling at the moment, and it's getting worse and worse all the time. So everything is really interconnected. And as Madhu mentioned, my husband Manoj is from India, and I'm so blessed to have met him because he was the one who introduced me to meditation. He himself is a yoga instructor and a long time meditator. And especially when I was pregnant, I really became so much more aware of my body and of my child and everything. So this has all led me down to where I am now. So now I can just share the screen. So I came up with this concept a couple of months ago. I think you will like it. It's called my pyramid of awareness. So this is what I show to, let's say, normal people, because I think all of you here are meditators, and being meditators, you are anyway so conscious and so aware of everything. But for maybe a regular person who's not so much aware or meditating, this is what I try to teach, that being aware is really having this pyramid where you have different blocks and parts of your life, and they all are interconnected. But for me, I think really having a good basis, a very good nutrition, is really the basis for your whole overall health, because you can meditate every day for hours on end, but if you turn around and go to McDonald's, for example, every day, you're going to feed your body with crap. So what's the point of cleansing your mind when you're not going to cleanse your body? So it's all interconnected. And the next step of this is physical activity and sleep, because also our bodies were designed to move, and that's what keeps us young and youthful, by doing physical activity and having a strong, healthy body. And of course, sleep is highly connected with that too, because if you don't get good rest and deep sleep, you won't be able to process emotions and process what's happening in your life. And you will constantly feel fatigued and stressed out, which is the next point about managing stress. Nowadays, stress is also becoming a very chronic disease and leading to things like anxiety and depression. And a lot of people are really struggling with this nowadays. And this is really where meditation is a fantastic tool to be able to manage stress and handle all of those things that come up in life. And at the top of the pyramid is reducing toxins, which I think is also very linked with all of the different points. So toxins might be in the food we eat or what we're exposed to, the things we put onto our body, the products we have in our home, and things which can really, if you make a conscious effort, you can do a lot to reduce your exposure to toxins. which also have a high impact on our biology and our bodies. So I just want to go a little bit deeper on a couple of these points. Regarding nutrition, I definitely am an advocate for a plant-based diet. I don't judge anybody, so you all have your own choices, but I myself am a vegetarian, and nowadays we are also trying to move more and more away from dairy products too. You all know as meditators how energy is passed through food, and being a vegetarian is definitely one of the most healthiest things you can do for your mind, body, soul. And there is also plenty of evidence showing that meat and animal products are linked with cancer and lots of other diseases, because especially nowadays, the way the animals are treated and the way that the animals are mass produced to feed our growing population is really cruel. And of course, this is coming off in the food. And of course, the food is full of hormones and really horrible things which are contributing to all of these diseases. And another point is non-processed food. So I think very often we go to the supermarket with good intentions, but we somehow get into this loop because, of course, that's how supermarkets are designed, to show you all of these fancy products and all of the advertising. But I would always advise you to please read the labels, because even things which are labeled as healthy or vegan or whatever, they could be really horribly processed and full of a lot of chemicals which are really not good for your body. Another thing is variety. It's very important to really eat a variety of different foods, and eating local and seasonal is the best thing you can do, because as soon as the plants are plucked from the fields, they start to lose the nutritional value. So if you can find a shop or a local farmer shop, growing your own food is actually the best way to do it if that's possible. And you should always also try to eat seasonal food, because they have the highest nutrition for that time of year. And one of the things which local and seasonal food also have are called polyphenols, and they're really, really important chemicals in our food, especially in fruits and vegetables, that are really, really powerful to keep our cells strong and healthy and to really fight any kind of disease or infections or anything. And they also work together with our microbiome. If you haven't heard about microbiome, that means all of the bacteria inside your body. So actually we have more bacteria in our body than we do human cells. And it's something we don't think about, of course, but they're really, really important. And the microbiome, they feed off a variety of fruit and vegetables, and they love fiber foods and things like yogurt and fermented foods. They really love it. And when your microbiome is thriving, it's sending messages to your brain to stay healthy, and it's also interacting with your immune system to keep you strong and healthy and fight off diseases. So everything is really, really interconnected. And the last point I have here is fasting. So I think many of you have probably also tried fasting at some point, and fasting has been used in almost every culture throughout the ages, and it's really, really a super biohack that costs nothing, and it can do wonders for your body. There are tons of different ways to do fasting, so you can read up more about it, or you can ask me more about it. And now there's also a lot of research coming out showing that fasting is also killing cancer cells, because we know that cancer cells thrive off sugar, especially white sugar. And if you're fasting, you're activating a process inside your cells, which is killing cancer cells and also recycling all of the debris and the dirt and renewing your cells. So it's really a renewal process. And now it has been even shown scientifically. So it's really clear why all of our ancestors did fasting, and we should definitely try now and again to fast in some shape or form. And this nice picture you see on the right side is called the planetary health plate. So there was a study done 2 years ago by a lot of scientists from all over the world, and they tried to formulate what would be the best way for the whole world to eat, which is going to be sustainable for the growing population and for Mother Earth, so that the Earth will be able to survive with this kind of the way we're going now. And what they come up with is called the planetary health plate, the way that all of our plates should look on a daily basis. So it should be really mostly plant, fruit and vegetables, whole grains, plant source protein. And by the way, you can get so much protein, iron, calcium, all those things from plants. So it's really a myth that you need meat in your diet. And as you can see, animal protein and dairy foods are less than 10% of what we should be eating in our diet. So I really wish that more people would see this and really realize the impact that how we eat nowadays is really affecting our planet, and it's not sustainable. So you can also read more about this online for sure. And so another thing is, of course, your physical activity and your mental health. And there have also been lots of studies by now on mental health, and it's also a new topic that's coming out a lot. But people are some people are more susceptible to mental diseases than other people. Some people can handle their emotions or handle stress better or worse. And two things which have really been shown to help you have a better mental health and avoid any kind of depression and things is actually having physical activity and having social relationships and contacts. So physical activity is not only going to improve your body posture, improve how you feel, it's also helping your mental health, because when we work out, our body releases endorphins, which are known as happy hormones. And you will notice that if you work out, if you do some yoga or running or whatever you prefer, that afterwards you always feel so great, even though sometimes it's hard to motivate yourself to do it, but afterwards you always feel amazing. And you will also notice if you go and meet your friends for a dinner, or you're hanging out with some friends, or even a phone call with a friend, afterwards you will also feel so good. So they're really important things that we all need to be doing quite regularly in our life. And this will automatically help us to manage stress, and also having inner awareness. So especially through things like meditation is one of the best things you can do for your mind. And another thing is doing meaningful work, or contributing to society in some way, is another thing which really boosts your health, your mental health. Self-image and confidence, I think that's also highly linked with self-awareness, and having a positive outlook of the future, or being optimistic, is also something that really helps your mental health. And of course, the diet is interlinked with that too, and sleep, as I mentioned also. And the last point I put here is also about technology and media. And I think especially during this whole pandemic thing, we've all sort of been forced to go more online. And I think you can really notice sometimes if you just either get into this scrolling phase where you're just scrolling and mindlessly taking things in, that you should really try to be more aware of that. And if you're using social media, try to use it in a proactive way, that either you're creating content, or you're looking at something which is educational or more impactful, and not just scrolling and mindlessly taking it all in. And especially at nighttime before going to bed, at least 1 hour, you should really switch off anything, your phone, laptop, TV, any kind of thing like that, because all of those screens are emitting blue light. And when you're seeing blue light at nighttime, your body is confused because it thinks it's the daytime. And this is really going to be problematic for you to first of all get to sleep, and secondly to get into really a deep sleep will be very difficult. So as you all know, you create your own reality, and really I think this is the whole concept of everything, that everything we're doing on a daily basis is creating who we are. And nobody's perfect. I'm also not perfect. Just because I say all of these things doesn't mean I do it 100%, but I do the best I can. And I think that's all we can ever do. And we can always strive to be better, but nobody is perfect. And we do indeed create our own realities. Another thing which I am very passionate about are essential oils. Essential oils are extracts from plants, and we have also known for thousands of years that plants are so powerful and so healing. And essential oils are really the essence of plants, which can really impact our lives and our health. And when you inhale an aroma from an essential oil, and here I have a bottle of lavender oil, which is a very famous oil, and lavender is known to be very calming and relaxing. And that's exactly what happens when I inhale it, because when you inhale an essential oil, it goes straight into your limbic system, which is your primitive mind and not your logical mind. So it bypasses what you might be thinking. And that's why essential oils are really fantastic for uplifting your mood or helping you to calm down or feel better. And also, when I'm doing meditation, I love to diffuse essential oils. And I can just quickly show you my diffuser because I have it here at the moment. So, this is giving off a mist. It's an ultrasonic vibration of the oil and water, which produces a mist in the air. And this is also very, very purifying and can get rid of toxins in the air. So I'm using essential oils all the time at home for me and my family, and that's really a fantastic tool. And I'm also connected with the company who distributes essential oils. So if you're interested, you can always let me know afterwards, or Madhu will share my contact details if that's something you would like to know more about. Another thing which is so important is feeling empowered. And what I think, when you follow this kind of pyramid, or you're conscious of these points, you're more in control of your health, and you automatically, of course, have higher energy vibrations. And I'm sure many of you here have seen this beautiful ultimate consciousness. I don't know, it's a cone, I guess, upside down cone, showing how all of our different emotions vibrate on different frequencies. And of course, when we're meditating, we're joyful, we're in peace, and we're trying to reach that enlightenment state. It's our best frequency is vibrating. And another thing with the essential oils is the plants also have vibrational frequencies, and especially the oils, because they're really the essence of the plant. And that's why sometimes I use oils when I'm meditating, or even if I'm having a stressful time, by just smelling an oil, I'm helping to increase my vibrations if I don't have a chance to meditate in that moment. Being a mother and working full time, sometimes it's not always possible to have a practice of meditation spontaneously. So I like to have other tools up my sleeve. And actually, so I have studied science and medical science, and of course, modern medicine is amazing in many ways. We need it, especially for surgeries and things like this. But I really believe that our bodies are capable of healing themselves, given the right environment. And there is no need for modern medicine when you can really take care of your body from the inside out. Um, Also, I mentioned about removing toxic products. So you should just, again, be very aware of what you're putting onto your body. For example, your shampoos or your soaps. Maybe just have a look on the label and try to look for products which are more have more natural ingredients in them. And also, this is much better for the environment, of course, because when you wash yourself with shampoo or whatever, all of that is eventually going back into the waterways. So it's really about going back to basics and being more conscious and aware of everything in our lives. So I really don't need to tell the audience here the benefits of meditation, but I really like this little scheme where you can see how meditation is really also at the epicenter of everything, because it's so important for all of these things, for having a healthy heart, anti-aging, for the immune system, for feeling connected. Of course, the balance, the mind, body, soul balance is so enriched with meditation, the self-awareness, mood enhancement, achieving your goals. That's really also a massive one, which I've experienced in my life. And now we're coming towards the end of the year. So I think it's a perfect time for us all to think about our goals for the next year. Relieving stress and focusing the mind, and of course, brain empowerment. So I really love this scheme because it just shows in a really simple way some of the really great benefits of meditation. And I personally really love affirmations. I love visualization, and gratitude is definitely something I practice every day. And they're really my cornerstones of my own meditative practice. So I think that's the last, yeah, where focus goes, energy flows. And I think I will leave with this point. So I will just say, if anybody at this point has any questions, or we can discuss something for a couple of minutes before we then go into a short meditation. Maybe I can stop the share screen.
That was wonderful, Aoife. Wow.
Thank
You
you.
know, like it's always good to hear from the doctor's perspective, from the scientist perspective, all these things. And we have very rare doctors who say that we can heal ourselves
Yeah.
when we have a right environment. And what you have mentioned today is you have summarized everything in this half an hour. You have shared a lot of information.
Sorry, sometimes I talk very fast.
No, no, that was perfect. It was easy to understand. It was not fast. We were taking everything in, and it was really really good, Effa. I mean, like very beautiful presentation, very to the point, and I really liked it so much to learn from that.
But
Yeah, no,
even from my colleagues or from friends of mine who are medical doctors, even sometimes they don't also say these things because we're so trained to thinking that the only way is the modern medicine, but it shouldn't be like this. There should be an integrated approach where everything is possible, you know. And you know this coming from India, you have Ayurveda, and you never needed any of those kind of medicines.
very true, very true. Wonderful, Effa. Now, I'll ask our friends here if they have any questions or
Yes.
if anything to be shared. Friends, you can unmute yourself and you can. Yes, Jyotichi, please go ahead.
Have that's an amazing one. Actually, the session is very good, very nice information. I just want to ask you: is corn processed one or an unprocessed, and is it good to give to the children? Because we are completely vegetarians, so I'm giving corn. So, is it okay to give corn to the children?
So I personally don't use it. I believe it's a soy-based product.
It's written plant based. I'm not sure though what it is,
Yeah,
but
I think it's made from soy. So
okay.
it probably is processed, but not extremely processed. So I think now and again it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not every day, but that's the same with everything. I mean, everything in moderation
Okay.
is really
Okay.
important. And for the children, our son is also vegetarian, and normally he just eats dal, lentils, and I think that's more than enough for the protein and everything.
All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Yes, Haritaji. Yes, please. Yes, Lakshmi.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
Harita,
so
please go
much.
ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much. I was trying to unmute. Thank you. It's an amazing presentation. I have been vegetarian for almost 8 to 9 years now, but my kids who are teenagers and they kind of live off campus or in hostels and everywhere, how do I tell them or convince them to eat vegetarian?
Yeah, I
I
think,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. So they eat everywhere, whatever they can find. Sometimes they cook, sometimes they don't. So I can't. So I mean, I have been trying cooking less at home, but it's not stopping them. You know, eat
Yeah.
from outside or bring anything. I tell the today is a some good day or auspicious day. Don't eat meat. That's about how much I can tell. But they go ahead and outside and eat anyways. So I don't know where to start and how to convince them. So any suggestions, ideas?
Yeah, it's very difficult. And I mean, I even remember myself in that age, you really want to go against everything your parents are saying. Because my son is just 4, so luckily we haven't reached that phase yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say just try not to force it, try to
Mm-hmm.
encourage them positively. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you can try to get them to watch some documentaries because now there are lots of especially Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
There are lots of really ones showing how horrible it is, how what they do to the animals, and also how good a healthy plant-based lifestyle is.
Mm-hmm.
There's one called Game Changers. It's very good about the,
Okay.
yeah, very, very good. Um, and apart from that, I think it's very difficult because in that age, they're very influenced by their peers.
Correct.
Hopefully, at some point, they will come back to more plant-based eating. And I think children always, always reflect what their parents do and not what they say. So just
Correct.
keep yourself plant-based and try to keep encouraging them positively. And I hope they will listen.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow, beautifully said, Effa. Yeah. Lakshmi, yes, please, Lakshmi, go ahead.
Yes, hi Afa. A very nice presentation. Really, you shared a lot of information, And I'm really glad that being a scientist and this in this modern world where you're into the medical field, still promoting the plant-based products or the nutrition. Really, I'm very happy because I see the medical world has become purely business where they want to promote a lot of medicines, which is in turn which is toxins to the body.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
right. So I'm really happy. And regarding the diffuser, where can we buy that one? The essential oil
Are you
diffuse.
based in India?
I am in Norway.
In Norway, okay.
Yes. Yes.
So you can contact me afterwards and I can give you the details.
Okay. So I can get shipping to Norway.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I need to double check because they're not in the EU, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this regarding you mentioned some of the products you need to look for the ingredients or any food items or for example shampoos. So
Yeah.
from your experience, can you suggest any shampoos which are really good? Because if I look at the label, also I don't think so I'll be able to identify which is
Yeah.
chemical free or anything, because obviously they would have mentioned for the plant-based products also, but surely they would have added some chemicals
I
because
know.
that is needed for to run for the longer run.
Yeah, this is a really good point. And even myself, I'm still confused about it because when you go in the shop, there are like 500 kinds of shampoos to choose from.
Yes.
What I love in Germany is they're very proactive in promoting really eco-friendly products. And I
Mm-hmm.
believe also in Norway it's like this. So normally you should look for the less ingredients, the better. And if there are things that you can't pronounce, that's
Mm-hmm.
already kind of an indicator it can't be so good. And you can always Google the individual products. And there's a website called, I think it's ewg.org. I'll check it and share it with Madhu, where you can type in any product and it has a barometer of how good or how bad it is regarding the toxins. And
Okay.
you can search different products and try and find something good. And
Mhm.
now in Germany, what's also becoming popular are soap bars of shampoo. I don't know, you must have them in Norway, but generally they're better because they usually are made of coconut oil and things like this, which are natural products. But yeah, it's a very confusing world, and also sometimes the companies don't really disclose exactly what's in there. So it's even if you buy something that's labeled natural, it might just have like coconut oil and 50 different other toxic things.
Mhm. Right.
Really take care, yeah. And
Yeah.
also, things like fragrances are never really good, or these kind of perfumes, because they can really mess with your hormones, actually. So if you have hormonal issues like infertility or period problems, maybe you should really, really look into what you're putting on your body, because a lot of those products have really horrible chemicals that pretend to be hormones, and they can really mess up your system.
Okay. And how about this processed cheese? Is it really good to give it to kids?
I would try to avoid it. Um,
Okay.
I also ate that as a child because I didn't know and my parents didn't know.
Hmm.
But now I see with my own son, we never have given him processed cheese, so he doesn't know what it is. So that's good that we're able to start out like that, but just try as much as you can to give always natural things. I know it's not easy with kids, but
Right.
yeah,
Thank you.
try.
Yes, thank you.
Uh, Thank you so much, Lakshmi. That's a beautiful question. Many people
Yeah,
have questions about the shampoos, like which products to get. So luckily, me, I get everything from India.
that's also
I
how
get
people usually, but now I'm almost all out.
Yeah, I get all my stuff, my shampoos and my soaps and my oil mostly from India.
Yeah.
So I
Shampoo,
know the products and everything. So yeah. Yes,
any
Lakshmi?
specific any specific brand?
Yes,
Your
I use Just Herbs.
just herbs.
I think
Okay.
Yeah.
this Caddy brand is very good too.
Khadi is also
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Khadi and Soultree is also very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The problem is, like at least there is Amazon delivery in Germany, but in Norway that is not the case.
Mm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So they
Okay.
want to promote only Norwegian products. So we are not able to get it from
Okay.
outside. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good. That's
Madhu, if you don't mind, can you put it in chat?
yes. I will write to you, Lakshmi.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
I'll write
Thank
to you.
you.
Thank you. Friends, any other questions or any other sharings? And Effa, meanwhile, if you can share us, like I know that you've been taking the sessions on essential oils, right?
Yeah.
So I get my oils because I'm also I don't use diffusers and all, but I put my oil,
Yeah.
this special oil from Egypt. I get it.
Yes.
It's called Healing of the Soul. So it's just I put it here in my
Yeah.
third eye region and at my heart chakra and
Yeah.
just here and
Yeah.
here. And that when I keep that oil, something magic happens,
Yeah.
like so as you told today I've understood when you shared about what it happens to our the
Yeah.
to ourselves
Yeah.
when we apply oils or when we have oils around. So it's very interesting to know. Could you please tell us about your workshops or any
Yes.
these
So
coming workshops that you're
exactly.
taking?
So around the same time, 5 years ago, when I was pregnant and I told you I started to get very conscious about everything, it's when I discovered essential oils. So I'd heard a little bit about them before, but didn't really know much. And it was actually when we went to India, I picked up some from Caddy because here in Europe, it's always hard to find somehow good quality oils. There's no regulation. And I got them in India from this Caddy company. I used to
Mm,
use them like if we had a cold or if we were feeling a bit sniffly. I had things like eucalyptus, and I realized they really work.
mm,
Also for Aaron, they're really amazing. But I still didn't really have a broad knowledge.
mm,
And it was this time last year. There's a lady from Ireland who's also a blogger, and she blogs all about motherhood and children and babies. And she's promoting these oils. So I contacted her, and then it turns out she kind of is a distributor for this
mm,
company, which are actually an American company, but they distribute all over the world. And she asked me if I would like to also do that. And since I'm already promoting health and everything, and I absolutely fell in love with these oils,
mm,
I said, yeah, for sure. So she helps me to give me, and also from the website, you get a lot of information. And then I try to have seminars where I help educate people about the oils and also help them to get their own oils. And it's exactly what you said. So there's one called frankincense,
mhm,
which is actually from India. If anybody knows frankincense, it's a very, very special, powerful smell. It's often in the incense sticks.
mm,
And this one in particular, I believe it must be in your oil or something similar,
mm,
because
mm.
it's exactly that. It helps you to really reach some kind of a spiritual level.
Yeah.
Because I showed you about this energy frequencies, and different oils have different vibrations. So when you
Mm,
use them, that's also what you can achieve. And they're really incredible because they're so versatile. So
mm,
you can use them when you're meditating, you can use them to clear a stuffy nose. And the ones that I use from doTERRA, that's the company, I can show you again,
mhm.
my lavender oil.
doTERRA.
They're certified therapeutic pure oils, because sometimes when you buy oils, you don't know about the purity. And these ones are really third party tested that they're 100% pure. And you realize when you smell it or when
Mm.
it's in the diffuser. I can show you again. I have it here. It's like my little witch's pot. Then you will realize the power of the pure oils. And even these ones can be ingested. So in very small amounts, you can even take them in your water, or have them in food also as a food flavoring.
Mm.
So they're really special, and I do have webinars. So as I said, if anybody's more interested in that, please just contact me
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
And you should get a diffuser, Madhu. They're really
Yeah, I will get one. I'm
nice.
inspired already. See, we know about crystals. We know
Yeah,
about
yeah,
pyramids. We know about many other tools. But till this date, nobody had shared. We've been hearing about many spiritual people speaking about essential oils, but nobody have given us the information. Like
exactly. Yeah,
maybe nobody had caused didn't crossed our paths. But
Exactly.
today, when you
I felt the
came,
same. Yeah, before.
today when you came, like you've been sharing all these. This is one more tool. So this is really really amazing.
But
Very
it's
very happy.
completely in line with what you talk about with the pyramids and the crystals. And this is just exactly one more tool to reach that spiritual essence in life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Afa. Thank you for. Here, Ram is asking: can one make their own natural oils? Can someone make their own natural oils?
It's
Is that?
possible. So most of them are steam distilled from the plant. So you need a lot of plant. That's the thing,
Mm,
because the drops of oil are so precious that come out. And then if you kind of steam it, but you probably need a special apparatus. I'm not really sure. I've
mhm,
never tried it. And then
mm,
I guess it takes some time until you start collecting the drops out
mm.
from the leaves or from wherever it's coming from. It
Okay.
could be possible. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm sure Ram have
We
got
were
his
talking
answer.
about, yeah, sorry.
Yes, Lakshmi, please go ahead.
Yes, I mean, I would like to share. Even I believe in oils, like for any home remedy purpose, like I use oils in terms of cold and cough or headache or anything. I'm using a Black Panther oil since almost 8 years, and
Mm,
it's very effective, and it's available from Flipkart. It's available in India, and
great.
this product comes from Chikmagalur, which
Mhm,
is hill station, and there you get lot of herbs. And this Black Panther oil is so strong enough, just a drop of a liquid is sufficient to get rid of cold and cough. And I'm giving it to my daughter since she was 1 year old, and I continue it now as well.
mhm,
So even 2 days back, she had a cold and cough, and then I applied just those oils to her feet. I didn't give any medicine, and I just gave her a steam. And within a day, her cold and cough is gone.
I have the
So
exact same experience, Lakshmi. So thank you so much for sharing that. Because the
yes,
company I work with, they're not shipping to India yet. I think they plan to open in the India market, but they're not there yet. So it's really good to know there are other companies already.
yes, and this I suggested to so many people, whomever I meet who
Yeah,
have kids, I suggest them, because I do not believe in taking antibiotics for all these things. There are
exactly.
lot many home remedies that we can follow for kids and as well as adults for us. So yes, and especially in this cold countries, I think it is much more needed even for adults, and it gets rid of migraine problems as well,
Yeah,
because none
everything.
of our family members have migraine, but I have tested with this cold, cough, allergies, and it is a very good oil.
Yeah, they're so versatile. It's really incredible. And to put them on the soles of the feet is one of the best places because there the skin is very thin and they'll be absorbed very quickly into the blood. So I also do that with my son.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yeah. And also, I use Nilgiri oil, which is eucalyptus oil.
yeah,
If for the bath, when I just put it a drop in a very hot water bath in the bucket, and then pour that water on the body, so that will also help us to get rid of any kind of toxins in the body
exactly.
without so much of effort. I think this is quite easier for us to do it at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
wow. Very very great
Yeah,
information today. Today
yeah,
the Yes, Haveda, you want to share something?
yeah,
Please
yeah.
please go ahead, Haveda.
I read an article. The main issue is using olive oil in your feet before you go to sleep. So I would like to make sure is it because there is no author, it's just announcement in the internet. So if you can give us more information about this, is it true or not? So the main purpose is to put oil in on the foot and before sleeping.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you have any more information about this or
For
is it
olive
right
oil,
or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
olive oil.
and for what purpose? You don't remember?
Yeah, they said that you put it on your feet before you go to sleep, and it will help your physical body. So if you have any pain in your body, it will help you to be recovered. So I don't know if it is because it's some announcement in the internet, but I would like to make sure if it is something right or wrong from the professional people or from a professional website. So I just remember when you are talking about essential oil and so on. So I remember this announcement which I read before. So I don't know if it is right or wrong.
Yeah, and this is another thing that motivates me to speak about these things, because there's so much you can find on the internet and so much contradictory advice that sometimes you're so overwhelmed by health information. I've never heard about olive oil on the feet, but I think it wouldn't hurt because olive oil is also very healthy. But I don't know for what specific purpose or if it would help with pain. So maybe you can try it out. And that's one thing I also didn't mention, that at the end of the day, we're all individuals, and what works for me might not work for somebody else. So I think we always have to do a little bit of self experimentation, especially with natural things. So maybe you can
Yeah.
try it and see if it works. It can't
Okay, thank
hurt.
you so much.
It's just,
Yeah, okay, thank you so much.
And
Hi.
one more thing, that we can use castor oil as well, which is very, very effective when applied over the head. A few drops of castor oil, it makes it cool downs or balances our body, and that calms down the brain as well. And also, like putting a few drops of castor oil on the navel, also promote it enhance the digestion process will become much more easy. But only thing is we have to buy the products from the right vendor or the brand so that we get the organic ones.
yeah, exactly, Lakshmi. That's such a good point. And that's why I love these oils, the doTERRA ones, because I know that they're 100% pure. And it's like with the shampoo and everything, if you don't know what exactly is in it, you could be poisoning yourself unconsciously. So that's really important.
Hey, thank you, Aoife. It was a wonderful session, and I love the cone. I never saw it, so I took a snapshot of that
It's
and
the
saved
cone,
it.
right? Like upside down.
Yeah, yeah. I took a snapshot of it for later reference. Thank you so
I
much.
took it from the
It's an
internet, so you can find it in Google.
Yeah, I will check out. But yeah, it was pretty interesting and great session.
Thank you.
And I have a question. Like we recently brought a pet home. Like we got a puppy, and my daughter is allergic to puppy, and she's
Mm,
constantly she's draining the mucus constantly nonstop. So is there anything you suggest for that? I think that's different than the seasonal allergies, right? Pet allergy.
probably. Yeah, I just saw you put that in the chat. I can look up, I have an encyclopedia of oils, so I can look it up for sure. But I know for hay fever, there is a recommendation of three different oils used together, which is lavender, peppermint, and lemon. And I myself suffer from hay fever a little bit in the springtime, and that helped me immensely. So I would think it would also help with pet allergy, because biologically an allergy is the same thing. It's an overreaction of our immune system. So I would think it could help, but I can definitely look it up and get back to you.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Sure. Madhu, you can just put us in contact after.
Yeah, I can message you, Mother, so you'll remember.
Yeah,
So
that's the
thank
best.
you.
We don't hear you, Madhu. We don't hear you, Madhu. Okay, what happened to Madhu's sound?
So you said lavender, peppermint, and
Lemon.
what is it? Lemon.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
They work in combination for allergies. It's really good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I can guide everybody into a short meditation now, as we don't hear Madhu. Good. So I'll take off my glasses. So please, everybody, relax. Go in a nice, relaxing position with the spine straight. Cross your legs if you prefer. And just try to focus in on your breath. Have a deep breathing in and out. And today you have heard a lot of information, which I hope was valuable to you. You can just reflect a little bit, reflect that it's coming the end of this year. The new year is starting. It's a time to plan new goals, think about your health, think about how you would like to be in 1 year from now, how you would like to feel, how you see yourself. And remember that you are the creator. You create your own reality. You are strong. You are healthy. You serve your body with healthy, nutritious food. You meditate. You do a physical workout. You sleep. You rest. You have a perfect balance in your life. Your energy is vibrating on a high state. Always coming back to the breath. Feeling grateful. Grateful for sharing this experience. Grateful for Madhu and Ram for organizing all of these wonderful sessions. Grateful to be part of the Soul Food retreat on day 11. Always coming back to the breath. If the mind wanders, allow it, but always come back. Stay with the breath. Feel this deep awareness and connection. You are the creator. You are in control. Now slowly start to bring the awareness back to the body. Feel the fingers and toes, your limbs, still noticing the breath. Notice any sounds in your room. Try not to label them. Notice how you feel, the temperature, feeling of the clothes on your skin. You are the creator. Trust in yourself. Now, slowly, friends, we bring our hands together, rub your palms together, and start to feel the heat. When they're warm, place them over the eyes. And see this infinite darkness. And see the light. And know that you are guided. And know that you are blessed. And slowly open your eyes. And come back.
Is it audible, Afa, now?
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, that was a very beautiful meditation, Afa. It was short, but you did amazing. Nobody could understand that it is your friends. I must tell you that Afa is guiding us for the first time, and please throw your, like appreciation, the way she had guided us. It's very soothing, Afa. Like I must tell you, you did amazing. I mean, like you should take more of meditation sessions as well.
Yes.
That's that's great, Appa. Now I ask any of our friends wants to share. Yes, Swapna, please go ahead.
Thank you, Afa. Beautiful meditation and great information. I definitely need to revisit the video again and note down some points, and great questions by other friends too. They were lingering in my mind too. Thank you once again.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Swapna. Yeah. Any other sharings, friends? Yes,
Very
Lex.
nice meditation, Ifa. And never felt that this is the first time you're guiding. It was like as if you have gone through many, many sessions. It's really nice. And I had a very peaceful meditation today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Friends, any other?
Madhu, if you can share any information about like the websites and all that Afa was mentioning, that will be
Yes.
really great. Even the Just Herbs.
Yeah, I will share it in the. I will share it with you, Swapna.
Yeah, sure.
The ones who
Thank you
have
so much.
messaged, yeah, I'll do that. And friends, if somebody wants to be in touch with Effa, she has this amazing Facebook page. Effa, could you please tell us about this page?
Yeah, it's Aruna Life. Maybe I can type it also in
Yeah,
the chat. So Arun is the name of my son.
yeah.
And yes, I have a Facebook page and an Instagram page and a website. Also, maybe I put the website. And there you can also find my contact details.
That's great. Yes, thank you so much, Effa. Balagaru, please go ahead and you can share.
Yeah, wonderful. Even though it was short, I felt so much energy, in my head. I'm still feeling those vibrations. Thanks a lot. And nice summary of your nutrition and benefits of meditation.
Thank
Lot
you.
of information. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Balagaru. Yeah, she is amazing. She carries this beautiful energy wherever she goes. She spreads this love around her. So that is what we all have experienced today. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Effa, for uplifting us. Today it was like more of with your essential oils and each and every topic, not only about the essential oil, but the whole subject which you have shared about the body, mind, and the soul, about the healthy living. You have given us everything today, and it boils down to one point, that meditation, which is
Definitely.
very important to heal ourselves better, to manage our stresses, or to in more spiritual way, we can say that to know who we really are. When we know who we really are, we really can take care of ourselves. Otherwise, there is so much of things happening in our mind. That
Yeah,
is what is causing the troubles.
yeah,
So
exactly. And also, it's not so you don't have to straight away change your whole lifestyle, but it's always a stepwise process. And if you're already meditating, I think many other things will come naturally, anyways. And other things will be easier to do once you have one thing
mm,
right and have really consistent habit that you find time to do it every day or every other day.
right. Wow, thank you so much, Afa. Any other sharings, friends? That's yes, Lakshmi.
Yes, I had one question too. If you mentioned like cancer is not genetic, but what I hear in this modern science is it's genetic.
I
Like
know, right?
nowadays,
The
yeah.
big misconception ever. About 5% of cases are genetic, which means it's passed down from your parents or inherited.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's cancer in your family, the risk is higher to get cancer, but it doesn't mean it's genetic. And it's probably because of the environment, because the environments your family are exposed to are it's the same as what you're exposed to, right? And of course, a cancer is caused when the genes and the DNA are mutated or not working correctly, but this is not caused from your genetics, it's caused from the environment that causes mutations and causes problems that makes your cells multiply like crazy and grow a tumor. And this always arises from an imbalance.
Okay. And one more thing, like whatever I have seen, like many of my family members or friends who are like who got to know that they have cancer, it is at the third stage or at the final stage. So is there any way that we can identify this cancer at the initial stages so that it can be cured quickly?
This is exactly what one of the things I try to do in my research, and it's very, very difficult because when a cancer is so small, generally your body can handle it and you don't really see massive symptoms. So as you said, your friends found out when it was already quite a late stage, and that's really, really sad. And it is the reality. Of course, it depends on every cancer type, and some tumors where we have yearly screening programs and things, we're able to find them early, but for a lot, it's not the case. And when I started with cancer research, people used to always ask me, "Oh, have you found the cure yet?" And my honest answer is there is no cure and there will not ever be a cure. And I really believe in prevention as being the best cure, which is really my main aim or for doing everything that I do. Because when you're really, really healthy, when you're balanced, mind, body, and soul, there is no space for disease.
True. Yeah. And I think all our regular bodies also, the cancer cells are present in even in everyone's body. So just the thing is we have to control it, not to explode it more. Yeah.
Exactly. And by doing all of these healthy things, by taking care of your diet and everything and avoiding toxins, you're already doing it. And it's
Mm,
just being consistent.
yeah. And also to have an open mind and be,
Yeah.
yeah, be social. I think one of my aunt, her mother died, expired because of cancer, and their two daughters, even they got cancer at the age of 50,
Oh,
and they both expired. And the third sibling, like the third sister, like they're all like, she is undergoing all the tests to ensure like she will not get cancer, but luckily the reports are negative as of now. But still, fingers crossed, because in the same family like three people passed away, and at the very early stage.
it's
So
so sad. And if you remember back also to this cone I was showing, fear
mm-hmm.
is one of the lowest vibrational emotions. And I think sometimes this also happens if something happens very close to you, if you lose a family member, you become scared, of course, because you've seen it happen. And you
Right.
think, oh my God, what if it will happen to me? And I think you might, again, unconsciously start operating in this fear state. And by doing that, you are attracting things into your life that you might not want. I'm not saying this is what the case of your friend, but I
Mm,
think we also have to really take care of our emotional state.
true, true. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the inputs.
Thank you, Lakshmi. And yes, thank you so much, Afa. That was really, really, really a beautiful session. And would like to have more sessions from you with different topics where we can learn so much as we learned today.
Yeah, I'm really
And
happy that I could share some valuable information with everyone.
you did. And also, you should guide us for a longer meditation. Your voice is amazing and it's so calming. It's
You know,
very calming.
I wasn't looking at the time, and then I really didn't know how many minutes had passed. So
Yeah, you did really great, Afa.
yeah,
You did
the
really
first
great.
time it was okay.
It was great. It was not okay. It was great. You're
Thanks.
a master. That's great. Great, Appa. Thank you so much. Thank you once again, Appa. And thanks to Arun and thanks to
Yeah,
Manoj also, so that they gave us on the I know in this weekend, like your family time, you have given us this valuable time. It means a lot for us all.
I can hear him now. Maybe it's fine.
Yeah, we can hear them. That's great. Great, Appa. And thank you once again. And a
Thank
big hug to you. Namaste. Namaste, Appa.
Namaste.
Yeah. Yeah. Friends, we have heard this wonderful master session today, and tomorrow we will be having two sessions. One in the afternoon at 3 p.m. Germany time, which will be 7:30 p.m. India time. But this session will be in Telugu, which is in my mother tongue. So this is by wonderful enlightened master who will be sharing us this topic on me, my breath and mind, which is very important, very deep, friends. Please do attend if you understand Telugu. And we are also, for the ones who don't understand Telugu, we are planning to do a subtitles for that because the content is so huge. So we need to, that's a 2.5 hours session, like it's a part two session that we are doing it tomorrow. And the part one session, we planned it for an hour, but when this master started sharing her experiences and her messages in meditation, it went till 2.5 hours. So I'm planning to do the content whatever she had shared in English, and we will be soon putting the subtitles. That's our next work. And tomorrow evening for the Soul Food retreat, we will be having
one more master from Egypt. His name is Ahmed Osman. He will be coming and sharing this wonderful topic on inner marriage. It's a new concept when I've heard this topic from this friend of mine, Ahmed Osman. I know this person from many years, and he shared a lot of information. He's a yoga master, and he's been speaking about this topic lately, and we thought it will be very nice to know this information from him about inner marriage is nothing but how to see the masculine and the feminine energies which are residing in you, and how to balance them, how to take care of them. Sometimes being a female we have this masculine energy higher, sometimes being a male we have this feminine energy being higher. So how to balance them? As we all know that we are both masculine and feminine from inside. So how to balance them and how to have this inner marriage? So this friend of mine will be coming tomorrow and educating us on this wonderful topic at this time at 6 p.m. Germany time, and 10:30 p.m. India time, and 5 p.m. London time, and 7 p.m. Egypt time. So please do join us and listen to this wonderful master. So till we see all each other tomorrow, have a lovely day, a lovely
Madhu,
evening, and a
is this
lovely night.
is
Yes,
this
Balagaru?
Telugu master? Is she Sridevi? I mean, Koneru Sridevi garu? No,
No, it's Koneru Varalakshmi. Yeah.
Varalakshmi. Sorry, Koneru
Yes,
Varalakshmi. I
yes,
heard her
yes.
last talk. It was very nice.
She's very, very
Yeah,
powerful, Balagaru. I
very.
mean, the way she felt like she had to come to the Beam family, and she had to deliver this subject, because this is the first time that she is delivering this subject. Because
Wow.
we were awestruck last week hearing this concept of like the breath. When she speak about
Yeah,
the breath, we inhale the oxygen, and why this carbon dioxide is coming out. She had decoded so many things, and if you see
yeah,
the part one, I mean, like it's amazing. Like
yeah.
so,
I
I'll
heard
be.
her. Talk on part one
Yes,
about
so
breath.
that's great. So
Amazing.
to yeah, tomorrow she's coming back again. I'll be sharing it in the to the ones who speak Telugu, so that we can all once again listen to her. And if we have any questions, it will be nice to interact with her, because she's not available all the times. She's in
Yeah.
Mauna. She has been in Mauna for 18 years.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, like,
Wow.
like lately she started speaking because she felt like this is the time. I think she had gained all these energy, all these years, 18, being
Yeah.
in Mauna for 18 years. And, and, and when you speak now, your words will be of right value. So it will directly impact many people. So I think this is the time where she came forward and she started sharing. So I'm very much looking forward for the session.
She's a great master. Yeah, I heard her talks. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, wonderful.
Great,
Wonderful.
great.
So tomorrow our US time is 7 o'clock in the morning.
I think it is 7 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
which is 3 p.m. Germany time. So you can calculate, Balagaru, because US is, there's so many
Yeah.
time zones. Yeah, 3 p.m. Germany time, or 7:30 p.m. India time.
Yeah. Yeah. India time. Yeah. Now it's only half an hour. Like
Yeah,
11 hours, 11 and a half. Okay.
perfect.
Thanks
Perfect.
a lot.
Thank you, Balagaru.
So Madhu, it's the same Zoom in
Same
details.
Zoom link. Yeah, it's the same Zoom link, Lakshmi.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Lakshmi. Yes. So, friends, we will all see each other again tomorrow, and have a lovely day, a lovely evening, and a lovely night. Namaste to all. And Efa, thank you so much. I saw Arun. Can you please call him again? I would like to see him.